guys, my music is a little too loud, so I'm going to show you how to turn it down. If you look on your top right of your screen, there's two little buttons. One looks like a volume control, a speaker, and one looks like a pause and mute button. Alright, so let's look at the first one first. The first one first. Master volume. You can turn down the master volume, turn it up. You can turn on what the buttons sound like. So when you click buttons, they make a noise. Ambient noise is outdoor noise, bird sounds, or if somebody does something in the distance. Ambient noise. Sounds, that would be a gesture sound. So if somebody's making too...
All right, thank you very much.
If there's somebody making too much of a noise for gestures, you can turn that down. And that's happens a lot, especially in big crowded clubs like this. People like to use gestures a lot. Alright, so there's music volume, which is what I want to turn down now. So let's turn that down. Or I can mute this altogether. See, mute, unmute, mute, unmute. I can turn down or up the media. That would be basically TVs. You can watch TV in Second Life too. How weird is that? You can mute, unmute that, or you can mute or unmute people's voice. If their voice sounds irksome, just unmute them, or mute them if you want to talk to them. Alright, you guys, second button is, let's turn that on. Second button is your pause and unpause. Quite simply, that's what that is. You can pause and unpause the music or media. Now, there's a second way you get to all this stuff. You click on the gear, and that you do that by hovering over the pause button, and that brings you up to the Preferences tab, and Sound and Media, which is the third one from the bottom, or from the top, I'm sorry, and that looks exactly the same as what we saw up here. The only difference is you can choose where you want your input or output to be. For example, I can choose I have two different microphones, and I can choose which microphone I want to use. Or I can have two different speakers. I can choose which speaker I want to use. Do I want to have my music coming out of my speakers on my computer, or do I want it out of my headphones on my microphone? I can choose. Or I can do voice chat. Very cool. Alright guys, so now you are able to listen to music. I'll catch you next time.